What is up, XRP community? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me. Did you know that Amazon has someone on their team dedicated to figuring out how to use XRP effectively? Yes, I said that right. Amazon Web Services. Yes, we know Amazon, the store that we can buy stuff from online, but do you know Amazon's bigger product is all the data servers, AWS. Most platforms use it. Massive revenue for Amazon. And I'm going to show you that evidence. I'm not speculating. You're going to want to see this video clip. XRP is looking pretty good, guys. You see we have these higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. And if you look at Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin is not looking as good as XRP. And I wonder why. It's almost like Bitcoin has no utility. Actually, Bitcoin's looking pretty good as well. But ultimately, there's one thing that Bitcoin has that Bitcoin does not have that XRP does have, and that's a lawsuit. That external factor could really catapult XRP, as we know. A question for all of you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think the price of one XRP will be after full utility has been achieved? I want to give you a conservative, real answer. I think anywhere from $10 to $100, but you guys have to think about cryptocurrency as an asset class. If I told you in 2009 that $1 of Bitcoin would turn into $6 million at the peak of the bull run, would you listen to me? No, I would call myself crazy too. So I can't sit here and say, oh, XRP is going to be $10,000 each. But I feel like that's as dumb as saying it couldn't be, you know? Ultimately, I'm bullish on the use case of it. And this was kind of interesting, guys. A dormant Bitcoin whale. He hasn't sent coins for 9 years. Sent 60 million for the first time. Whenever we see these old Bitcoin wallets being activated, it tends to alarm people a bit because why was this guy able to hold for 9 years? Maybe he just found the keys to his wallet. He received 6,000 Bitcoin at the end of 2023 when it was about $600 each. So if my math is correct, that's almost $500,000. So in 2013, this guy already had some assets. Now that 6,000 Bitcoin, that $360,000 investment is $178 million. But he sent 60 million for the first time in 9 years. I thought that was a little interesting. One more thing before I get into this Amazon partnership. Okay, listen to this from Cowboy Crypto. And if you guys use Twitter, give me a follow on Twitter. Link in the video description below. And if you need a spot for XRP, I recommend Uphold. It's sleek, it's simple, it's secure. And it's where I get my XRP and Flare every single day. A link to Uphold in the video description below. Listen to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse.
Sales pitch to walk into the Bank of Andy and say, rip out your ACH rail and use Ripple. He'd kind of be like, look, that's not a big problem. That's not a big friction point. But if I go in and say to him, hey, your cross-border transactions, you're like, oh, that's a high friction point. My customers are frustrated that there's no transparency in the transaction. There's a lot of reasons to adopt Ripple. What happened, which we didn't really expect in Japan, is because the Japanese local rail isn't particularly efficient, we had all these banks talking to us about cross-border. They're like, well, wait a minute, can't we use this domestically?
Right.
Yeah, you can use it domestically.
Within Japan.
Correct. And so we have, I think now 63 banks that have signed up in Japan. It covers 40% of all accounts in Japan. They're in the process of going live within Japan.
What percentage of your business right now?
So this is one of the reasons I'm so bullish on Ripple and the product that they provide with XRP and on-demand liquidity. It takes 6 to 9 months to set up a bilateral banking relationship. To date, Ripple has hundreds of partnerships with financial institutions. Good luck to everyone else competing with this company. Yes, other people will try and get into this space. Maybe the government wants to create their own technology. But ultimately, people will default to the private sector and to the people that have been working on this innovative technology for over 10 years. And that's Ripple and XRP. All right, you guys ready for this Amazon stuff? If you guys haven't already, smash that like button because this is some very fascinating information. So, Bank of England states that by 2027, which is a mere 4 short years away, that we can expect cross-border payments to reach $250 trillion. They say the value of cross-border payments is estimated to increase in just 10 years, guys, from 150 trillion to over 250 trillion. An example of just how much the money printing has gone out of control. And it shows all these different banks will have some amount of XRP. And through the interledger protocol, via the XRP ledger, they'll be able to interact with all the other banks. Okay? Now, Amazon Web Services has stated that it's using XRP for cross-border payments settlements, and transactions. Someone says, where is the source on Amazon? All right. This is from an Amazon Web Services conference. Okay. This lady is high up at Amazon. I want you to take a listen to this.
We're best collaborating with them up front. We're best collaborating with them up front. And then, of course, payments, right? We also have someone on our team dedicated to seeing where XRP for payments can be of use and working with different merchants as well as consumers, platforms and apps to see where there could be a good opportunity for us. We're best collaborating.
I'm going to play that one more time.
Seeing where XRP for payments can be of use and working with different merchants as well as consumers.
We have someone on our team dedicated to how XRP can be of use for payments. And people say we're just speculating, and we are speculating. But this is an Amazon Web Services executive telling you guys there's someone on the team dedicated to looking at this digital asset. Why? Because it provides a lot of massive utility. Coinbase has sued the SEC, guys. Here's how Coinbase suing the SEC helps Ripple in its case. Coinbase wants to force the SEC to respond with a yes or no to the petition, in which they ask the SEC to use its formal rulemaking process to provide guidance for the cryptocurrency industry. Wow, what a big ask. Asking for guidance. The agency is required by law to respond to the petition within a timely manner. To date, however, the SEC has not met with a response, as Coinbase alleges, intentionally. Coinbase claims that the SEC... Sorry, pardon me, guys, I have a cold. Coinbase claims that the SEC has already made up its mind, but does not want to communicate a decision, as was evident during Chairman Gary Gensler's hearing before Congress last week. By refusing to answer, however, the SEC is depriving Coinbase of the possibility of a judicial review. If the SEC says no to our rulemaking petition, which it has the right to do so, then Coinbase would allow to challenge the decision in court. So it's important for the SEC and any other agency petitioned for rulemaking to respond to the petition. Otherwise, the public can never exercise its right to ask a court if the agency's decision was proper. All right, so where was Coinbase's energy 2 years ago when Ripple was being sued and they were delisting XRP? But it's good to see them finally come around. Jeremy Hogan says the best defense is a good offense. Coinbase versus the SEC. Apparently, Coinbase wasn't just going to sit around and wait for the inevitable lawsuit from the SEC. And take a listen to John Deaton, crypto lawyer, talking about the influential decision that's going to come out of this lawsuit.
Bigger and bigger. So I just want you to think about those of you out there who are thinking about this. Why hasn't she ruled yet? What I doubt very seriously that Judge Torres has ever felt the pressure that she's feeling right now. Ripple is sending, hey, Judge, look what the judge in Voyager said. Look what the Judge Gorsuch at the Supreme Court said about fair notice. All of these things are happening after. She's getting more information. Look at the SEC's conduct. Look at Binance. Look at the CFTC. All of this stuff is happening in the background where you got guys like me saying the regulatory clarity is going to come from her. You've got the library decision. You don't think she's aware of all this? So this decision is as big of a decision that this judge has ever faced. Think about it. What other decision is as big as this decision when it comes to global trade and finance in modern history?
He makes a great point. They call it Web 3.0 because the blockchain is the extension of the internet. It's kind of laughable, guys. Back in the days of the internet in the late 90s, and I was just a kid, I was a toddler, but I've seen headlines and people thought the internet was just for email. As a kid who grew up on the internet, when I look at society and I see how the internet penetrates every niche and corner of society, I see the blockchain doing that in the future. And Judge Annalisa Torres has a big decision to make on her plate, so we must give her time. Guys, thanks for giving me 10 minutes of your day. As always, this channel is nothing without you guys, so God bless you all. I appreciate all the support on the channel. If you made it to the end of the video, comment your lawsuit prediction in the comment section below. Is Ripple winning? Is the SEC winning? If you comment that, I know you watched the full video, and that really supports the channel. All right, God bless you guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Until next time.